Hello, and welcome, my vampires. I'm here at last. Yep. Hi, hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Miss Sophie, and today I'm gonna stream a bit of Vampire. Ooh. And tonight, as always, I'm gonna stream Phasmophobia. And hopefully I will have Bloom with me today, so let's later on. Bloom is later. But anyways, anyhow, anywhere, let's jump right into it. Vampire. So yesterday we had a chit chat with all the staff and the patients at a hospital. So today we will go and investigate some more. I don't know why my camera's still like laggy. I don't know why, and it's annoying because yeah. And we'll get a lot more ingredients later on. But first and foremost, I'm gonna talk to Edgar Swansea. Because he wanted to see me.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead?
Sure.
Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
I'm a dead man. I was murdered. Now I'm a murderer.
Yep.
Tell me how this is a gift.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Yeah. Okay.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
True.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Yeah.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone...
Oh, thank you for the follow!
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
I wasn't aware that I got a new follower. I wasn't here. I was setting up the stream and stuff, so I'm so sorry I haven't been able to say anything until now. So thank you so much for the follow. Come on now. I'm just making some potato snack pot with bacon and onion. Let's check this out. Is there anything we can steal? Oh, there is. Letter of Rakesh Chadana, Pembroke Hospital, 4th August. Dear Dr. Swansea, I will be glad to manage the temporary morgue as soon as it's opened. As I have already told you, I was a doctor during the war, and I will be glad to serve my country again. I know it is not the same being a physician for the dead as it is for the living, but I believe it is important to welcome and take good care of your departed too. Our departed too. Rest assured, I will do my best to fully perform this new duty to the best of my ability. Concerning the question of my qualification, I'm sorry I can't give you anything more valuable than my payroll. I swear to you that my regiment made me a doctor during the war, and that I saved many lives. If my word is not enough, you can contact the military administration to verify my experience and skills. They will confirm that even if I never fully followed any medical studies, the war taught me what a doctor really needs to know. Always sincerely, Rakesh Chadana, former doctor. Yeah. Okay. So we now know he wasn't a real doctor. Warning letter. I'm sorry. Pembroke Hospital, 25th October. Dear Dr. Swansea, I must inform you of my deepest reservation concerning the Dr. Oh my god. How did I pronounce his name? Thorough Strickland. Thorough Strickland. And Harvey Fiddick case. Mr. Fiddick has been hospitalized after severe work injury. He may permanently lose the use of his arm if not treated adequately. I know what it is. I just can't say it. Yeah, you know. Dr. Strickland claims that a surgical procedure may save the man's arm completely. I say it may also sever its function for good. If complications arise, our young colleague is an audacious and daring surgeon who might prove a great professional in a few years. But for now he lacks the skill to perform such a risky procedure. Need I remind you of the mistake he made in the past? Since Dr. Strickland refuses to listen to me, I strongly advise you to forbid him to perform such an hazardous... I'm so sorry, I'm butchering the English language. But you know what I'm saying. Experience. Very respectfully, Dr. Waverly Ackroyd. Furrow. I think it was like that. Furrow. Something like that. Oh, so much reading. Rare species of vampires. As a scholar and exegete of ancestral writing, I would never insist enough about the importance of taking legends and ancient folklores into account when searching for hints about hidden and lost secrets. A common mistake is to take that we know for an established truth and use it to discard any contradictory material. Yeah, this is too much reading. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys, but I'm gonna butcher it anyway. You know the meaning of it. Sorry. Okay, let's do some quests. Let's do some quests,
Good evening,
but
Nurse
before
Good
I
evening,
do
Doc.
that, we have some questions for you.
I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
True.
Milton cheats patients out of their money at this hospital, Pippa. Are you his accomplice?
Yes, I am.
Is this your definition of being useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of getting out of this useless life once and for all.
But why?
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead, or will be soon. Don't you see the futility of all this?
Uh-huh. I will have to go with this.
You put a price on hope. This goes against everything you swore to uphold as a nurse.
Report me then, Dr. Reed. Report the little nurse and keep on lying about the surgical errors, the wrong dosages and diagnostics that we all covered for the sake of our colleagues.
Whose idea was it?
What difference does it make? We did it together, and I'm guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first, even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Damn. Is my stream fucking up again? Did it just clip my... Yes, it did. Why would you do such a thing? Fuck you, Twitch. You haven't called me. Oh. That's why it skipped. Oh my god. Hi. Hi, Mula. In the name of mercy, they depend on you. Nurses are needed now. Acquired at the nearest appointments office at the Ministry of Labour and National Service, or write to 15 Kingsway, London. Okay.
Good evening, Mr. Elm.
I had
Evening,
something
Dr.
to
Reed.
say to you.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Okay.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore. In Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room.
Oh.
The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans. And it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
I'm gonna go with surgery.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather stay here and just be forgotten.
Oh, scheiße. Oh. I should have gone with you can't fight forever. Fucking bitch.
Why do you...
I was...
And I can't change it now.
Why?
Come on. I don't want to wear...
Bloody freaky freak.
Have you heard rumors of underhand dealings in the hospital?
If you want to know what's going on here, you better talk to Miss Jones. She knows everything. Especially what she shouldn't.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Yeah. Thank you for shit.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Kan du ikke sende mig en sms muligt, så kigger jeg på det senere. For jeg kan ikke sidde og gøre det nu.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he
Det er
disguises
godt,
it.
skatter.
But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Oh my god. Stop it! You're not a vampire!
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it's such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Have you heard of any blackmailing going on within these walls?
I have no time for mortal games. My secrets are beyond their comprehension, Dr. Reed.
You're not very secretive. I don't know.
I'll leave.
But the suffering continues.
Disgust on every
It's locked.
daily routine.
Okay, let's talk to someone else. And then we will go on a quest.
Dr. Reed,
What can you tell me about the epidemic, Nurse Crane? I've been out of touch since I've come back to England.
everyday folk don't know how bad it is. The papers certainly won't tell them. Not as long as the war is raging on, anyway.
News on the front stated that the Spanish flu was under control, at least in Britain.
It seemed to be for a while, but that was only last summer. It returned with a vengeance just over a month ago.
Holy shit.
What can you tell me about our patients here at Pembroke?
This hospital was founded to help the East End poor and needy. But since the war and the quarantine, we've had all manner of folk.
Can you be more specific?
Well, veterans, the elderly, dock workers. We even have a few mental patients. If there's space, we take them.
Okay. Holy. Okay.
For how long have you been working here, Nurse Crane?
I first volunteered at the Pembroke in 1911, a few months after Dr. Swansea was appointed.
And before you arrived here?
If you must know, this was my first job.
Okay.
Well, Dr. Swansea certainly has confidence in your abilities. Are you in charge of the nursing staff?
Not in an official capacity, but the Pembroke doesn't always work above board, so to speak.
Okay.
What about medical protocols?
Dr. Reed, we don't have the money and resources here at the Pembroke like they do in the West End. We do what we can.
How is the duty roster organized?
Everybody works until they can't. If there's time, they'll eat a meal and shed a silent tear.
Oh no.
I'll see you later,
Okay.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
I don't care about your business.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
True. True.
I really hope you're right about this, Dr. Ackroyd. I'm trusting your judgment on this.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his responsibilities, Dr. Reed. There is no need for you to be looking over my shoulder.
I wasn't.
Have you heard about any blackmail going on in this hospital?
Blackmail?
Hey
Nonsense.
freak, how you feeling today?
Thank you.
Yeah, you'll have to wait.
Good evening.
Have you heard rumors of blackmail going on in this hospital?
Dr. Reed, are you trying to take advantage of me?
Of course not, Mrs. Goswick. I'm just curious.
Well, go be curious somewhere else, please.
Bitch.
Good
Let me talk to
Good
his
evening,
son.
Mr.
I'm okay.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Oh shit.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Have you heard rumors about blackmail in this hospital?
I am fine today. Thank you so much for asking.
I have.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me. What a blundering idiot.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Not yet.
Have you heard talk of any blackmail here at the hospital?
No, nothing.
Okay. Fair enough.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Where's Dr. Strickland? There. There he is.
Good
Okay.
evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Tell me, Thoreau, what's the real cause of your dislike for Dr. Ackroyd?
Yeah.
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr.
For a
Ackroyd
broken
really
arm.
said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently. Is there anything you have to say about this?
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him. I'm not the real target here.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Have you heard any talk of blackmail going on in the hospital?
If you're
What
on
are you
some
doing
official
today,
inquiry,
freak?
You'd better question the patients. They know more than the staff, especially old Miss Jones.
I really want to meet
Goodbye,
that old
Dr.
Miss
Strickland.
Jones. Let's meet her.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel, or the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night.
Yep.
Before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself
I've
formally
been to
this
the
time.
doctor's office.
My
I've
name is Lady
been sleeping.
Asprey. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
You can always type in Danish, it doesn't matter to me. I will still read it in English. I've been to the doctor's office today and I didn't have a good night's sleep, so I've been sleeping as well, and I've been in my greenhouse and do some work, and yeah, now I'm just here and chatting with you guys while I'm playing Vampire.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions.
Yep.
But our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
Okay.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Okay.
Pardon my boldness, your ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Without eating the culprit.
Dr.
Gotcha.
Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
True.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
Yeah?
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid.
Okay.
Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Okay. What are you typing? I can understand and talk a bit English, but I'm not the greatest at writing English. That is absolutely fine. I'm still gonna
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
just
Dr. Reed,
read
any
it out
good
loud
news
in
to share?
English.
You're exhausting yourself, Corporal.
Now I have to be
Maybe
careful
you should think
because
about
last time
preserving
my
your
hint
strength.
failed because I
No,
took the wrong
we must
path.
keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Last time I took that one, I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm gonna go with this one because he fancies her.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
I have no time for such triviality, my dear colleague. We're here to save lives.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Okay. You're here to save lives. I can understand that, but still. A rat at a hospital. I'm not gonna do that one right now. I will do that one. Reach the pharmacy. So I have to go down. Is that Clay?
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Yeah.
Dr. Reed, still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. It still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
Uh-huh. You're a fucking dick. You know that, right?
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favour.
I'm not gonna... I know he's a monster, but like...
Only the strongest survive, then. Survival at all costs. Is that all you think about?
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
Mm-hmm.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. But as long as I'm treated alright, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
Ugh. Ugh.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
You shouldn't have been saved. I should have killed you.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
I'm not gonna... No. Maybe? Yeah.
The police may be slow, but they will find you eventually.
Well, how come you didn't turn me in then? Nah, Doc. I figure you have something to hide so you can't ask the coppers for help.
Penis.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in the hospital?
Blackmail? That's not my style. Too risky. The black market, though. Now that's where the money is.
Correct.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Okay, let me see. Okay. I just need to go down and see who this is.
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. Taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
Okay.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
Okay.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
That bitch.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
You're not welcome. Opium, just right on the street.
It's locked, all right.
Okay, let's go. We need to fight a lot, so yeah. It's gonna be great.
I cannot enter.
Is there anything over here? I have to kill a lot of people. What is this? Quarantine influenza. Keep out of this area. By order of Board of Health Officer. Well, well, well. I don't care. What's in here? Oh, oh. Ew.
It's a killer!
Bitch. He's a killer. Only because you're tagging me. I'm not here to kill you. Wait, wait, wait. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, I need to give me some more health. Oh my god, will you please get the fuck away from me? I'm gonna shoot you, I don't care. Oh my god, stop it! Come on, reload, you fucking bitch! Reload, reload, reload. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Holy shit. Wait, we need to reload first. Oh, it did. God damn it. It's a stupid weapon because, like, I can't... I can't reload it. So we'll have to wait until it's reloading itself. Ordered by Strickland Hospital, list of ingredients.
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
Nope. Okay, let's go back to the hospital. Oh, wait. Can I get up? No. I need to feed on something. Where will there be rats? Oh shit. I will have to run. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Bitches. Fuck me! Oh no, that's the wrong way. Fuck me. I'm gonna die. Scheiße. Come on, Jonathan. Okay, which direction is it? Okay, right ahead. Wasn't it? Oh my god. Penis. It's going well. Okay, what's the next quest? That one. Yes. Okay. Need to go back. Bloody hell. I need to feed. What's 7 meters? Oh right, it's her.
Here again.
These nurses, bred with no respect.
Royal Garden Hall Theatre. Clyde Fitch presents Doris Fletcher. Oh, well, let's talk to her.
What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
Nope.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Are you stupid or what?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round. Miss Jones. Now, I need to ask you a few simple questions.
Well, if you really must.
Yeah.
Have you noticed any suspicious comings
I'm
or
gonna.
goings?
It would be a great deal easier to make a list of things unsuspicious in this house of charlatans.
Come now, Miss Jones. Surely it's not that bad.
No.
Have you no eyes? This hospital accepts all manner of souls, regardless of origin. The proper sick cannot heal. We're kept sickened by the refugees.
Will you shut your mouth,
Everyone
bitch?
here is very capable. I have not seen any instances of unprofessionalism.
Thieves and murderers, the lot. People have gone missing here, you know. Poof, without a trace.
If you could just tell me why you were admitted.
Yeah, I want to know.
It's terrible, Doctor. What with a pain in my chest, coughing up blood, and I get awfully tired. Wouldn't be so bad if I hadn't lost my house and all.
I see.
No one comes to visit, you know. Not even my own flesh and blood.
Maybe they don't like you because you're a
I'll come and visit you shortly. Good night, Miss Jones.
I don't like her. Not at all.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if the nurse finds some happiness where she can?
I know who the nurse is.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
What?
Let me...
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Okay. Let's continue the journey. Let's see. No, I should talk to her.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
That's not what I asked.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
By this horrifying epidemic.
Perhaps I should have.
I need to feed upon some rats. Where is she? Where is she? Dorothy? Unknown. Why does it continue? Do that. Shitty make shitty. Okay, let's doctor, nurse, Pippa. Where is that crane?
If only there were more of us, less resignation and more determination. Pushing yourself too hard. Don't have to bear the burden of such a
What is this? Maybe I should talk. Ooh, something sketchy's going on here.
At least that mistress of the dark stopped following.
Ooh. Go away, bitch, go away.
It's locked, all right. Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
I'm okay.
I have to go.
What were they doing?
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, Miss. Something sketchy was going on though.
Just a dozen years or so.
Oh.
Is our little mystery closer to being solved, Dr. Reed?
I think of nothing else, my lady.
My situation is delicate, and it occupies all my thoughts. The blackmail must stop. I need assurance.
Okay, that's a bug.
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I
promise you you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
Holy shit. He tried to kill himself. Damn. Gee, come on.
Is that my...
No, not you, bitch.
Is Alex my sister?
Can't talk to him. I can't do nothing. That's annoying. Okay, let's do some quests. Pepper Hawkins. What have they done?
Good evening. Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
There are a lot of secrets round here. I'm not surprised someone tried to make money from them.
What kind of secrets?
I'm not in the gossip business, Dr. Reed. If you want to know more, you better talk to Harriet Jones. She's the oldest patient here.
Uh-huh.
I'd like...
Wise choice.
I'm gonna kick your ass. Okay, where am I supposed to go? I'm supposed to go this way, but my health bar won't get up. Oh my god. I'm just gonna go save real quick because I don't want to die. Dr. Reed. Continental Ball. Yeah, we know that. Yeah. Okay. Full health bar. Great, 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 great. Let's investigate. Because we have a mysterious death. So, let's investigate that. Find Dorothy in the area. No, I'm not gonna. I have to turn here. But there's nothing in here. Is there? Yes, there is. Alright. Money!
I cannot enter.
Well, let's kill some blokes.
This one of them.
Wait, need to go back. What? Okay, then we're going back. Can't go that way. Where am I supposed to go from here? Okay. Is there any possible way I can get in there? Or over there? Like anything? Maybe there isn't. At least not yet. It's on the opposite side. I suggest in the morgue. Why will I get this quest when I can't fulfill it? It's so stupid. But how? Okay, I can't do that at the moment, apparently. Okay, let's do the Thelma thing. Maybe I can. Maybe it's in the morgue. No, it's back there, but where back there? Doesn't make any sense. Is there any rats here I can like nip on? Okay, let's just go upstairs and have a little chit chat with these skulls.
It's locked.
The door is locked. Is there a way I can get access to that freakity room?
It's locked, all right.
Okay, then I have to go the Thelma thing. That was a waste. It's right on the other side of this ship. But I can't get to it. Okay, let's do the other quest that we can do. Where did my...
It's locked.
Okay, that's weird. Oh my god, why are you disappearing? She's not out here. Give me a bloody hint. Yes, rats.
I have this thirst for blood.
Give me some blood. Yes. I like pit rats.
I'm sure that during your life. Good evening. Tell me the truth about your appointment as a medic during the war, Rakesh.
The regiment administration appointed me by mistake. I had to learn the job on the spot, sir. Very hard, sir. but I rose to the challenge.
Do you realize how many soldiers died because of that decision? You should have refused.
Yes, sir. I swear I did, sir. But no one listened. When the first wounded arrived, I had to do what I could.
It is an unbelievable story, Mr. Chidana.
It was a time beyond belief, Dr. Reed. But I'm happy not to deal with the wounded. I prefer caring for the dead now.
You can't impersonate a doctor. You can't improvise a medical education. People could die at your hands.
You're absolutely right, sir. But as a field surgeon, it was more like being a butcher.
Do you believe you have really helped these people?
My ratings were within the averages of the regiment. I saved lives, Dr. Reed. Does that not say enough about triage and war surgery?
Have you heard of someone blackmailing people in the hospital?
Pardon me, sir, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Oh yeah, some good items. But I don't have that much money. Whitechapel District. I'm not gonna go that direction. This direction.
Over there!
Fuck off! Fuck off! Oh my bloody god! Fuck off! I can't pick him up. Thank you. I'm not gonna go that direction apparently. What's in here? Ooh. Citizens to save. Careful. The endangered citizens may not survive the next night. Go check on him.
It's locked, all right.
Will you please get the fuck away from me? Petition letter. Mr. Bates must stop for months, for years maybe. Cadogan Bates has exploited us. Mr. Bates must stop. If we had more money or proper jobs, we would never rent any of his extortor extortionate flats. Mr. Bates must stop. We all know what um, revolting solution he proposes to the women who can't pay the weekly rent. Mr. Bates must stop. Let's meet him together soon and demand for an immediate change. Aren't you glowing? Thought you were glowing. What's that? A photo. Yeah, you'll have to wait. La 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 la. Give me your blood.
What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh, a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent. But those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them.
Oh.
No, this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages.
Citizens rescued. We rescued a citizen. He will return to his district the following night.
You had better...
Safety isn't really an issue in Whitechapel, because you never are. Never have.
Oh, I saw red. God damn it, Sophie. Wait. Fred and Dennis was
They belong to you now.
The late nurses, bred with no respect. This dead flesh needs it.
Oh, please.
Fred
spare
with
me,
no
Doc.
respect. Okay. She's a lovely person. I can understand why her own flesh and blood won't visit her. Alright, it's down here. Eavesdrop. Press V to activate your senses. If a citizen is behaving suspiciously, their heart will emit a distinctive glow. By looking at the citizen, you will unlock a special interaction. Look for Dorothy Crane.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Oh my god, why do I always drop food?
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Wait, money! Will you please get the fuck away from me? Money! I need to go that way. Claustrophobia. Oh, stop crying.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay, I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Bye. The Band of the Dragon, concerning the Brotherhood of St. Paul stole members reminder fellow members of the Brotherhood is also ancient. Nothing of importance. Give me your blood, give me your blood, give me your blood. Thank you. Oh no, this is the boss fight. Scheiße. Oh.
What sort of creature is this? Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should.
Nurse Crane's voucher. If you're sick, if you have no money, whoever you are, wherever you're from, come see Dorothea to get help. No trick, no charge, no question asked. Just find Darius Prestigious house and present this coupon.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Don't I get anything out of him? Penis. What?
This is despicable.
Give me blood.
I have this thirst for blood.
Come on. Give me your blood. Why don't you move? Oh, well. Anyways, I would rather kill humans. Whitechapel. Still can't do that one. Okay, let's go. Not you, you bitch. Crumpled letter. I'm tired of your shit, Clay. What the fuck did you do? All the bloody dogs are gossiping about how my husband just got that stupid kid. How many times did I tell you to count to 20 before drowning your blade? How can we expect to do proper business and have people obey if you keep on killing everyone who dares cross you? Now rumor says some blokes from the dead's family are looking for you, and one of them even swore to kill you. Don't come home tonight. I've seen strange men patrolling the streets. They may be some militia, I don't know, or something like that sent to arrest you. Go to a safe place for a few days. Maybe go to the hospital or Whitechapel. Make yourself useful for once by checking if any business could be settled over there. When the situation is calmer, I will send a wet boot boy so you can know to come back. Edwina. Let's talk to him.
Hey, Doc.
What can you tell me about your marriage, Clay?
Marriage is the sweetest cage, they say. Well, I found myself locked in one with a wild animal.
You mean your wife keeps you on your toes?
No, I mean, we both have claws and we both love to bite.
Okay.
Am I right to assume your wife's letter pissed you off, Clay?
I was so mad, I threw away the knife she got me when we got married.
Your wife gave you a knife as a wedding present.
That knife has always been my lucky charm. If I'd had it in my hand when I got stabbed on that pier, I'd not have been wounded.
A lucky charm? I never would have taken you as the superstitious type.
We all have our flaws, Doc. Mine's to have my weapon of choice for when the really dirty business comes around.
Do you want it back?
I don't need it here, but if you'd be kind enough to bring it to me, I'd be really grateful.
A grateful Clay Cox? I might just find your knife and bring it back to you to see that happen.
I can give you directions, but I'll be surprised if you manage to find it. My hideout isn't meant to be found easily.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Oh right, I forgot I had to
You're
treat
lucky.
him.
This place.
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally.
Yeah.
But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
I've never seen so many people die at the same time.
I'm quite busy.
Thank.
The wrong one.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments. I may try to gather these substances and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah?
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
You can't be serious. You have to stop this before you lose yourself. Lives are at stake here, remember?
I'm a competent doctor and my value has been proven already. Frankly, I'm disappointed to hear you, above all, speaking so ill of me.
I think I took the wrong one.
Goodbye, Doc.
If I supported him,
I
maybe
can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect. Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Uh-huh. Well, now.
Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, it's true.
All right, then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you then.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Goswick?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
Mortimer Goswick's key.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Doctor.
Gather the ingredients of formulate the medication. And how and where will I find them? Missing ingredients.
Strickland's project could be dangerous. I have a mind to report him to Dr. Aykroyd.
choose to what to do. Bring the medication report. Should I? What do you guys think I should do? Should I bring the medication to Dr. Strickland, or should I report him to Dr. Aykroyd? Strickland or Aykroyd? We could give him the medicine and just see what's gonna happen.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
I have managed to improve the mixture by diluting it. Have you ever heard of Sir Joseph Francis Olive, or the placebo effect?
No, I don't think so. Why?
A placebo is a substance or procedure that has no actual physical effect.
You made a placebo of my project. Why?
Research has established that a placebo, as long as the subject believes in the effect, can provoke a positive physiological reaction.
Really? That's fascinating. And you want me to, what, administer the placebo and see what occurs?
Something like that, yes.
Well, I'm a bit surprised, but I trust you, Dr. Reed. Please take the key to my cabinet and put this placebo there for future use.
Okay.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
And after this we will evolve.
It's locked. At least Strickland can't kill anyone with this formula.
Letter to Dr. Swansea. Pembroke Hospital, 14th October. Dear Dr. Swansea, despite the actual urgency of the sanitary situation, I must inform you of a recent case of professional misconduct inside the Pembroke. Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan has been found guilty of undeniable unprofessional conduct and thus guilty of endangering a patient. Under no circumstances should a nurse diagnose and establish a prescription without at least informing the resident doctor about her conclusion. You know me, Edgar. I'm not against personal initiative when it is for the interest of all, especially during a crisis like this one we are facing. But we can't allow a nurse to perform a diagnosis and decide on a procedure to apply to a patient. The fact that said patient survived is no enabling circumstances. It just means We dodged the bullet this time. I demand the strictest authority on this matter. Very respectfully, Dr. Waverly Ackroyd. 3. He's such a bitch.
It's locked, all right. It's locked, all right. It's locked.
Mr. Goswick's medical file. Mortimer Goswick, male, age 23. Followed by Dr. Ackroyd. Conveyance. No, the patient shows many signs of extreme fatigue and major sores on the throat, mouth and tongue, but no signs of flu. Refuses to speak, claims it is too painful, needs rest and healing of throat, mucous membrane before any decision can be made concerning his release. Give me something. Give me something. Give me something.
It's locked, all right.
So boring. No, well, let's evolve. Okay. Oswald Thatcher. Okay, we're gonna take Mortimer's case. I'm curious. I'm a curious cat. What's in his letter?
Go back home, idiot!
Where does he live?
I said stay away, sir!
Shut up, you. Where the fuck does he live?
Did you hear me?
I said shut up. Otherwise I will need to kill you. Swings flat. Folded letter, my dear mother. When you find this letter, I will be gone. I want you to know that I don't leave because of you. I leave this world because of the crushing weight that extends puts upon me. Extends puts upon me. Well, these times are too much for me. Sometimes I feel like Baudelaire's verses have been written as an echo from my own head, my own heart, when the low, heavy sky waits like a lid upon the spirit acting for the lights, and all the white horizon's line is hid by a black day, sadder than any night. It's as beautiful as it is painful, mother. I can't suffer it anymore. I don't want you to try to convince me, and it would only delay the inevitable. I can't talk, for I would do it again if any chance you manage to save me once. Farewell, your son, Mortimer.
In this letter, Mortimer Goswick does nothing to hide his desire to die.
Nope.
I could give it to his mother, but doing so would betray his trust.
I couldn't do that because there is patient confidentiality. I thought they lived in a social status.
It's locked.
Oh. Give me! Give me! What? Where did it fucking go? That seemed important. Oh, wait, what? Never mind then. Oh, that light. I'm gonna give it to Mortimer, I think. His mom needs to know that he will do it again, but at the same time, I don't want him to think that I'm not, that he can't trust me. I want him to trust me.
Less resignation and more determination.
I know I can count. I wish I could say the same for the others.
You look at John. You're pushing yourself too hard. Don't have to bear the burden of this responsibility.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadigan fellow.
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reed.
Nurse Brannigan has been recently accused of neglecting her professional duties. Tell me what you really think about it.
This kind of protest is nothing but elitist bullshit. I trust Nurse Brannigan with my life. She has what it takes to be a great doctor.
Do you really think she could be the next Elizabeth Blackwell?
Believe me, Dr. Reed, a time will come when skill and skill alone will determine who can be a physician and who cannot.
Yep.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Let's just real quick talk to her. Why are you loading? What have I done?
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Hold.
According to the report I read, your unprofessional conduct put a patient in danger, Gwyneth.
That's not true. I know when my patient's life is at risk, and I'm more competent than a lot of doctors that I know. Problem is, I'm a woman.
I don't see what your gender has to do with your abilities, nurse.
Yes, nurse. Because I'll never be a doctor, no matter what my skills. I could make a decision that could save a life, but oh no, that's unbecoming conduct.
Have you heard of Elizabeth Blackwell? She was the first woman listed on the UK Medical Register. Change is slow, but it will come. And you will always have my support.
To have the right to study shouldn't be determined by sex, skin, or wealth.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
Amen.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
I'm just saying. I agree.
Come now, we can handle this. You always knew the words to calm the children.
I'm gonna give him the letter.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Your medical report says you're not affected by the Spanish flu. What do you think of that, Mortimer?
Does it make me happy? Not in the slightest. If it was up to me, I would have left this place long ago. I know I don't belong here.
And why do you think you don't belong here?
I know the staff have more important things to do than look after me. There's plenty of patients here who need their attention.
Oh my god.
I've read your letter, Mortimer. You wrote about an unbearable feeling of despair while the world crumbles around you. Tell me more about it.
There's nothing more to say, really. It's hurtful, it's unbearable, and I don't ask anyone to understand what I feel.
Despair is a deadly poison I've tasted myself, sir. We're only tempted to drink it because we're terrified by the uncertainty of the next minute.
I know that perfectly, Doctor. For I waited for so long, hoping that the next minute would be less unbearable.
I have retrieved your letter, Mr. Goswick. I can assure you that nobody read it but me.
Thank you. This is for you, then. For your help. And for your silence.
I think you should talk to your mother. It would be good for both of you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. I'll think about it. Now please, let me be.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Doctor.
Good evening, Doctor.
I've read your son's medical report, Beatrice. It's not the flu or anything life-threatening. What has you so worried?
He was at death's door when he was brought here. I just want him to be better as soon as possible.
He's not out of the woods yet, you know. He might need to stay here longer than expected.
Take care of him then, Dr. Reed. People here only seem to focus on contagious patients. I worry my poor Mortimer will be neglected.
Your son wished to die, Beatrice. Why did you hide such crucial information?
Are you not aware suicide is a crime? Mortimer could be thrown in jail. I can't let that happen. I won't.
I understand you fear the legal consequences, Mrs. Goswick. But don't you realize your silence significantly affects your son's case?
Yep. All my son needs is help and comprehension. Not judgment and punishment for what he may or may not have done.
That's not what this is about.
I've read your son's suicide note.
Oh my god.
It was not an impulsive gesture, nor was it his first attempt.
He threatened to kill himself a few times before. But I never thought he would dare to punish me this much.
Punish you? Why?
I've known for a long time he was not happy with his life. But I always hoped he cared enough to avoid making me suffer.
Oh my fucking god. She's such
Mortimer is extremely vague as to his motivations for committing suicide. Tell me more about what you know.
As you say, Mortimer had no reason to die. All he said to me was that he wanted to make the world a better place, but couldn't.
What do you think he meant by making the world a better place?
Mortimer has always been a sensitive soul. He wouldn't talk to anyone for months after his father passed. It's like he carries everyone's sadness with him.
Why did your son feel so useless when facing the world?
I think it was more that he could only see the melancholy facets of life. He couldn't help but dwell on such things.
Do you realize your son could try to kill himself again? He might succeed next time.
I think about it every minute. But I won't stop fighting for my son's future. That's how much I love him.
I don't know. She needs to know this is serious. She's delusional. She don't understand he will do it again, and maybe he will succeed. So I don't know if I should tell her to prepare for the worst, or I have to tell her that he's lucky to have her, because he isn't. She's only thinking about herself.
Your empathy is remarkable, but I fear that your son's decision to end his life has already been made.
How dare you talk to a mother like that? Talk to me like that?
I'm only trying to be honest, Mrs. Goswick. As painful as this fatal end may be for you, you have to accept this is a possibility.
No, I'll never accept it. If my son was to die under your care, well, you have no idea what I'm capable of, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, the hint failed.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
You stupid fucking bitch. What else do we have on mine? We did that. We can't do that because I don't know how to get there. Yeah, I hope to see you later. Have a nice one, and yeah. Take care. Bye. Is this the way in? No, it's just a mortuary. Morgue. The old morgue, yeah. That's not where we need to go. I will perhaps need to be a high level to get there. Because it is right there. They're on the other side of this wall. Oh my god, did I make new? Yeah, I did. There is no way I can get there without going directly. And I can't do that yet. Maybe it's a later experience. Stop doing marks on your own. I'm gonna fucking okay, let's find Nurse Crane in Whitechapel. Is Whitechapel in an actual place? I don't know. Okay, I hope to see you then. Thank you for watching. Have to get out there. But how? I know how to get to the wall, but I need to get further than that. I will just have to wait till I get to a high level. Because it is right there. Okay. Well, let's find Nurse Crane, and then I'm gonna stop for today. What is that? What? Oh, it looks like heads. Okay, let's go, go, go. Let's go to Whitechapel. Gene! Holy shit. Wet boot boys note concerning the recruitment of new boys in Whitechapel. I think I've found one. Albie. He's as stupid as he is as stupid as a stool. Not tough, but tough. I asked him to prove to me he could get some drugs for the black market and delivered quickly and nicely. Next time we meet, I will tell him he's accepted as a wet boot boy and he must now meet the bosses to get his orders. Why? boy, why? Why would you do such a thing? The leech has teeth. Of course I have teeth. What did you fucking expect, you bitch?
Step away, sir.
I'm going. Bye bye. I'm going. Okay. Is it that way? Or can I? Oh, hideout. Box of pills. Not bad, not bad. Oh no no no. You're not supposed to do that. Not yet, at least. Let's go this direction. Rats.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Stop complaining, you.
I have this thirst for blood.
I'll take it.
Let's go towards Whitechapel. Holy shit, you bitch. Whitechapel.
This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
What did you do?
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert Smala. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. Now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just frayed me last nerve.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
I have found a very interesting letter. Your son planned to prove his worth to the gang by stealing your medicine.
Oh, I see. So the little bugger thought he could use his dad to build a reputation.
The gang's recruiter was dead when I found him. Perhaps you should take better care of your son.
I love my Albert, sir. Believe me. It's just... well, I'm an arsehole, I suppose. Anyway, thanks for the letter. This is for your trouble.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old labby.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything. It ain't me.
Uh-huh.
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
You're so lovely.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
Too old for you, mister.
Please.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
Goodbye.
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old labby.
Boy.
Good evening.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar. A coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
It's a pity that doctors still practice such barbaric methods. It's a dishonor to our profession.
Now only the pills stop me thinking about this shit. To not hear the explosions. I'm even scared of the dark these days.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now. Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
You're fraud.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Loretta, your miraculous formula wouldn't even cure a common cold, and you know it.
The Swanborough's cordial's secret ingredient is hope, Doctor. And it's something people around here really need.
A placebo effect is real and has benefit. But in your case, you could be murdering your customers who may die because they are not receiving the necessary medical attention.
Medical attention? In Whitechapel? Trust me, my cordial is the best option they have, since it is the only one.
Well, as it is a placebo of sorts, perhaps it may have some positive effect.
See? You have to admit I'm doing some good. The Swanborough family is not poisoning anybody, Doctor.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
Hold on.
It's locked. Good evening, sir. Do you remember me?
If you're here for a reward, you'll be sorely disappointed. But I'll gladly shake the hand of a fellow countryman.
I'm not here for a bounty. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed from the Pembroke.
A doctor? In Whitechapel? What an opportunity. My name's Bates. Cadogan Bates.
Do you require assistance, Mr. Bates?
Not me, but your skills could help a lot of people round here. That would help my business, because I say, a live tenant's a paying tenant.
It's unusual to see someone so happy around here, especially considering the current situation.
Why should I be sad now? There've always been wars, disease, tragedy. There always will be.
That's an unusual way of seeing things in these trying times.
I don't see why I should shed a tear for another man's woes. I'm healthy, and I intend to stay so.
What is your business, exactly?
I offer fair lodgings for a modest price to the poor and weary of Whitechapel.
I see. And what about those who cannot pay?
Well, deals can be done, if you know what I mean. Money's not the only currency. After all, I'm not immune to a pretty face.
In other words, you take advantage of these poor lost souls.
Begging your pardon, I thought you was a man who could appreciate the complexity of the modern world. Things ain't just black and white, you know.
What help could I possibly be to your business?
That's simple. I already get good money from all those fleeing the war. Can you imagine what they'd be willing to pay if I could offer medical assistance too?
Mr. Bates, do not make me regret saving your life in this quarantine zone.
I understand, Dr. Reed, you're from a good family. Don't want to get your hands dirty. That's fine. I'll be happy to act as your middleman.
I've no interest in money. Perhaps one night I will visit you and take what I require. If that should happen, there will be no need for a middleman.
So it's a no then. That's too bad. The Reed tonic could have really helped people, you know, saved lives. Isn't that what you do? I mean, people buy that Swamborough shit.
Tell me, what's your honest opinion of the increasing violence in London?
People are just beginning to discover what we've always known. The city's rotten to the core. They just took their bloody time to wake up and notice it.
What do you mean?
People are acting like the violence is news. But it's always been savage down here. It just bubbles to the surface every now and again.
You seem to have recovered well since your attack. Do you ever think about what happened to you?
Not much. It was a fucking nightmare. Savages, absolute bloody savages. Their appearance. Jesus. It made me want to puke.
You'd better not come back here. I won't be around next time to save you. I want to know everything about the recent violence, Cadogan. And I want the truth.
Well, rent may be a bit high, and yeah, I've had to evict a few people. But that's business, isn't it?
Take this as my final warning. You will not profit from the misery of others. Business is one thing, but what you do is quite another.
Really? What you gonna do? You ain't from here. You ain't Whitechapel, Doctor. You wouldn't know the first thing about playing dirty, even if you wanted to.
Like, I don't care.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane. She's a nurse. What can you tell me about her?
Dorothy Crane, bless her soul. I really should thank her someday.
Has she treated you?
No. When I need a checkup, I'd go to a bloody doctor, not some back alley clinic full of sick foreigners.
Tell me truthfully, why are you so thankful?
By keeping my tenants alive, she's making me a rich man. Every month they live, it's more coin in my pocket.
I hate him.
Goodbye.
I hate him.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nethercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed.
I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
Okay.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
Well, you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Okay.
Goodbye for now.
I will be back, but I have to find a hideout. I know who's in there, but I need a hideout so I can save, and then we can continue another time.
I cannot enter.
Yeah, I'm not gonna drink your blood right now. Let's open this door. No, you were not supposed to go out there. Whitechapel. Let's get back in. Just investigate for a bit, and then we will save for today. And I will be back tonight with some phasmophobia. Blood. Blood as an addiction. Okay. So let's save. Is there anything we'll... Common cold. And we need for fatigue, I know that for a fact. Let's save. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching for now, and like I said, I will be back this evening with some Phasmophobia, and I hope to see you all there. But for now, take care, and yeah, hope to see you another time.